welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well and are excited for the new Shimmering Frontier content that's coming up soon. I am able to go through everything with a bit of early access. Thank you to the people that gave me early access. I'm very grateful. But yeah, we will be going through all the decorations, crafting, and destructibles that you can find throughout this new update. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here is a scene that we might get in the new update. I've just thrown around all the new decorations, but the main ones that we're looking at here are so we've obviously got some kelp over here, giving me all their poop, thank you very much for that. And as you can see, there's the kelp in the feeding tray. We won't go through this now, as that will be in a separate video, but yeah, obviously it's doing something. This is the bait on a pole, which is the new summoning idol for the worm boss, the Atlantean worm boss. But the main new decorations for the ocean are these coral pieces. So if we go into creative and scroll to about here. Okay, so we already had this lumen coral, but if we go down to here, there's now 7 new pieces of decoration coral that you can get. So we saw these 2, and I think this one in the trailer. So large crimson coral, that is this one over here, which if I put on my good one, yeah, okay, so this is also a new hairstyle as well, and new armor that we have here. So this is the this is the large crimson coral, and then the large dish coral is down here. This is what it looks like here, and then this is the small dish coral here. Then the bicolor coral is this small one here, and then the large bicolor coral is this one, and then we've got large, then bicolor, and then we've got a small version of it where it doesn't have the blue in it, which is this one here, and then we've also got the smaller version of this one as this one here, so it's just a stick of the crimson coral. So that covers the new stuff for the ocean section, and they've also changed how the jellyfish work so that they do kind of glow a bit more in the ocean now, so you can see them more much better than they used to be. So here they are, and you can't really tell because I've got this set on because I'm blinding myself with light, but they do glow in the dark, so that's a little better. This is the first one here, which is the ninja cowl. It doesn't have any set bonus, but it is a set, so they're level 17, so they're already pretty high. And I managed to find the ninja set when fishing in the crystal water. So I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can only get it there, but I may be wrong. That's all I've seen so far. Then the Atlantean worm helmet, it's the only one of its kind. It doesn't have any extra stuff yet. Maybe in the future some more stuff will come from the worm, but at the moment the only thing you can get is the worm helmet, which still looks sick, and I still think it looks like the guy from Atlantis, the Ocean Master, is it? I think it's the Ocean Master. It looks like his helmet so much, and I can never ever think that it's anything different to that. So even though Atlantean worm helmet, pretty close to Atlantis, I'll take it. So yeah, so there's no bonus, like set bonus, because obviously there's no other armor to go with it, but so far so good. This is what I think, yeah, you only get this from the worm. Then this one does have a set bonus. So the Cosmos Visor, Cosmos armor set, you get from, I'm pretty sure you get it from the battle arenas. I'm not 100% on that. I haven't found every single piece of armor yet, but I assume these are from the battle arenas. And the 2 set, so you only actually need 2 of these, but then you become immune to burning, which is quite helpful for bosses that, you know, burn you to death. Igneous, Malagas, thank you very much. Maybe future bosses will burn you to death too. So yeah. Then this is the Solarite one, which you can make at the anvil. This one does have a 3 set bonus, so you have to wear the whole thing to get the bonus, and that gives you 23.6% damage while at max health. So it's pretty good. It gives you it's good for a melee build because it gives you life on melee hits. So definitely a good next set to make. Then this one, which is the one I was wearing before, this one you can only buy from the new merchant, which you have to find a certain object to put in a habitable room to then spawn that merchant and then buy this armor set from them. Here we go. So this 3 set gives you immunity to radioactive damage, which means when you are around the radioactive crystals, these green ones that are, might I add, they're everywhere in the new crystal biome. You literally take 80 damage each time. So unless you're on infinite health, which, okay, then you're gonna die. And so this armor set is perfect for this, to go through and be able to destroy these crystals, or even just walk past them. So then we've got this armor set, which is a set but doesn't have like a headpiece or anything like that. But it's like it looks really nice on. Let me give it a try on this here so you can see what it looks like. It's sort of like a tunic set, and then the pants. Oh, I'm all in blue right now. But yeah, it looks nice, but there's no set bonus for it. So, and I'm not exactly sure where to get that one either. But it does look nice. So on to the next one. This is just the plague mask. It has nothing else with it, but it is quite nice, and it has a 4% chance to restore a bit of health instead of dying when taking lethal damage. So it could help you in a pinch, but yeah, there's not much else that it really does for you. It's quite a nice extra bit of something. This one is the mercenary set. There's no set bonus for this one, but you can find these within the inner biomes first. They're just kind of chilling around. Let me just double check my notes. I think I found it with one of the bosses that it drops from now, but I guess we will see. Then this, honestly, no offense to whoever made this, but it's the ugliest armor set I've ever seen. But it's like it's funny, but it's also like, ooh, what the hell is this? So it is the mold web helm, which I thought it was hilarious that it doesn't even require you to have the ring and the necklace. I thought it would be cool if they they integrated that together like they did with the mining set, where you could have 3 set, but you could also have the 5 set, like if you included the necklace and the ring, because if they included the necklace and the ring, it could have some sort of extra thing, but I guess not. But yeah, this one, if you have the whole set, then you're immune to mold infection, so I think you could choose between whether or not you wanted to have this set and then choose your ring and have your ring and your necklace slot free, or whether or not you just wanted to have armor set free and use the mold ring and the mold necklace without using this. I'd be interested to see, actually. Yeah, okay, so they did keep it so that it is still a 2 set of immune to mold infection, so that's fine. I was going to see if they actually changed it, but yeah, I guess they didn't. So then, next one, this is one of my favorite ones. It's the Wild Warden set, which is a 2 set and also a 5 set. So this one is quite good. So you don't actually need the whole 3 set if you don't want to. But the 5 set is cool because it's got the necklace and the ring. So 2 set bonus gives you plus 15% health when a pet is equipped. So it includes pet. It encourages you to have a pet. But then also the 5 set is plus 10% effectiveness of your pet's talent effects. So if you have a bird, that's great for plus 10%. Even if you don't have a bird, that's plus 10% effectiveness on your pets doing damage or whatever they're doing to the enemy and to bosses as well. That's really great. And it just looks so cool as well. Like if we put this on, I look like Groot, honestly, but I look so cool, like the little earrings there, and then even at the back, like the leaves growing down and the leaves coming through here, like, oh my gosh, it's just so much detail. And then the mask as well just looks so good. Yeah, it's so pretty. Next we have the Shaman Skull, which you only get from the shamans with the fireball staffs. You can only get it from them in the I assume so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can only get it from the stone biome. Don't quote me, but I've only ever gotten it from the stone biome. So yeah. Then the hive bone set is so gross looking, but so cool at the same time. You can only get it from the hive mother. I did immense testing and I could only get it from the hive mother. But look at that. That is sick. And there is a 3 set bonus, so you're immune to acid damage. So instead of fishing for the green blister head to cook food with and get acid immunity for only, I think it's only 5 minutes from that fish, you're just immune to acid damage, period, with this set. So that will help a lot of people at the beginning if they're struggling with the hive mother. Then here, there is a new trench coat, which is just by itself. It doesn't have anything with it, but it does have the plus 40% pickup radius, which if you don't want to waste a slot on a magnet ring or a polished magnet ring, you can instead just wear this trench coat or just chuck this trench coat on and just pick up everything that you just don't want to walk out to the end of the earth for, and instead have this plus 40% pickup radius. So this is quite good if you just want to be a vacuum. Yeah. Then if we go over here, so this one is stone chestplate, and it's a 2 set, but you can use the sentry helm, which we already have the sentry helm in already in our game, which is this one, and it was always by itself and it never had anything with it, but now we have this armor which we can put with it. It doesn't have a 3 set bonus, but it does it does have 2 sets, so, and it's plus 20% damage against bosses, which is pretty good. And look how sick you look. Like, look at that. You can only see the little arms or the little hands, but that is so cool, and you look like a miniature version of the big one. So yeah, no, that looks so good now instead of just a random helmet like this. So yeah, I like that. Moving on to these pots. These pots do have set bonuses, and they're just so funny. It reminds me of the trash hat that you can get in Stardew Valley, which apparently is like super rare. I didn't even know that. But yeah, that's what these remind me of, is putting a pot lid on your head. Just what the hell is that? But it's the set bonus is well-fed buffs are plus 84% stronger, which like game that could be really funny. And then same here, well-fed buffs are plus 40% stronger. So this one is less than this one, but obviously by the levels you could always just upgrade them. Then what I had on here, my little raincoat, I love it so much. It doesn't have a buff, it doesn't have a set bonus, but it does have a good one of the raincoat giving plus 25% reduced impact of slow movement from slime, which could be good at the beginning when you're going around Gorm's Trail and trying to clear that whole thing, or even just to level up your melee and stuff like that. It would help the movement go quicker instead of being absolutely slowed down by slime. And then same here, this is the plus 25% as well. So you've got plus 50% reduced impact of slowed movement with this set. So yeah, and it looks cute as well. Like, who doesn't want to look like this and look like they have a raincoat on? I am sad that there is no like proper raincoat hood, but I'll take what I can get because it's so cute and it's my new favorite. And I really enjoy wearing the the King Slime crown with it as well. It looks like it's meant to be. Like, look how cute that is. It's so cute. Moving on, we have the Shroomman cap. It doesn't do anything in terms of like you aren't one with the shrooms or anything like that, which would be cool, but no, it doesn't. It does give you 0.1 health every second, and I assume you can get it when you kill a Shroomman or something like that. And plus 2% food when eating plants or cooked food made out of plants. So it's good to begin with. Like for a level 3, it's good within the inner walls, so that's really helpful. Then this ranger set, it does have a set bonus, and you can find them within those little stone ruin areas, or even like in the dirt area where you can get those ruins and the destructibles and stuff. You can pick up the ranger set from there. But the 3 set bonus is plus 1 target or targets are pierced by projectiles. So that's really helpful. And it's just a nice little set to begin with, I think. And I'm pretty sure they might also drop from the bosses as well. So you never know. And then just here, there's the adventurer's hat, which comes from a scene. You can't craft this, I'm pretty sure. It comes from a specific adventurer's scene in the crystal biome, I think. So yeah, and it will be seen in the scene. You will see this little adventurer guy with the hat on, and he will be holding something else, which I'm not going to spoil, but yeah, so just look out for these little skeleton adventurers, because they may have something that they're holding here. So that concludes the armor section. So let's move on to the weapons that we have down here. So we've got 11 new weapons, and we have some new crossbows and some shurikens. So we've only ever had one shuriken, I think. So having this other shuriken that clearly goes with the ninja set it just looks so sick. So I'll show you how they move when equipped. So we'll go through them first, and then I'll show secondary uses if they have them. So this one is the Atlantean worm sword. So this one comes from the Atlantean worm from the boss drops. So really cool. It doesn't have a secondary use. So I'll just show you how it looks. It looks massive. But that's how it sounds. And yeah, and it's item level 17, so it's not too bad. And you get a good thing of +4 life on melee hit, but also plus 17% damage against bosses. So that's a really good weapon to get. Then we have the Ricochet Shurikens, which does have a secondary use, and we'll come back to, we'll do that now. So we go this way. So it's almost like a boom. Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's a boomerang effect. So it bounces back and forth across the room, slicing any enemies in its path. And then the secondary use is a piercing shot. So if we charge this up, so I guess it just does more damage, I think. Or maybe it's how many? Oh, damn. Jesus. Okay. Wow. I think that may be one of my new favorite weapons. Then we have the Solarite sword, which you can make at the anvil. It doesn't have a secondary use, but it looks very pretty, and it's the same height as me, so I'll take it. That's the sound of it, and it has a reasonable plus 4.2% melee attack speed. It's reasonable, so we'll take these. Then next we have the Solarite crossbow, which you can also make at the anvil, and there is a secondary use for this one as well. So we'll just go. Oh, okay. So it's shooting off like a crystal thing, and then oh, okay. So I guess that one does more damage. A grand glimmering crossbow that shoots mighty bolts. Okay. We'll take its word for it. Then this one, I never use clubs ever, but it just looks so cool. So this is the sound. And it does have a secondary use, which is trailing crystals. It says this bludgeoning weapon is made from fragile crystal that can send out splinters when swung. Okay, so this must be it. Oh my god. That's 2. 3. Holy shit! Oh my god, that's so cool. And then 50% knockback chance. Holy moly, that is awesome. That might be my new one. That is sick. Oh my god, I bet my friend returning to Corky will be like, this is my new favorite weapon. I'll be like, fight me, I want it. Okay, so then we have another crossbow, which is at Scarlet level, so you'll be able to go and at Scarlet level be able to get that. So it just shoots arrows, I think. A heavy metallic crossbow that shoots potent bolts. Okay, and then piercing. Yeah, okay, so that's the same as the other one. Then we've got another club I can see, which is the Lava Spike Club, which you can get in the clay biome. So does this have a second? It doesn't have a secondary use. Yeah, no secondary use, but that's how it sounds. So that's cool. And then we have a iron halberd axe sort of thing. A luxurious pole weapon fit for a royal guardian and perfect for poking at adversaries. And it does have a secondary use as well. So let's have a look at that. It's like the spear. Okay, that's cool. And then secondary? Oh, okay. That's cool. I like that. That's like the crystal spear. Okay. Then this one is the sticky stick, which love the name. I'm pretty sure it used to be called the slime staff, but it changed it to sticky stick. And it says this staff is drenched in slime that never seems to end, no matter how much is flung away. Which love that. Reduces the target's movement speed by 32.1% for 4 seconds. Okay. I wonder if you can still kill slimes with it. Oh. That is cool. Oh, it makes a little splat as well. It's a bit slow though. That's fair. It's level 4. It's so cute. 1 attack per second and 72 to 86 range damage. That's awesome. I like that. Then we've got the rusty dagger, which is a blade so corroded it only vaguely resembles copper. It's deceptively sharp. Okay. So, it doesn't have a secondary use, but yeah. That's the sound it makes, which is kind of gross. But yeah, okay, that's not too bad. I don't mind that. And then we've got a wood crossbow, which has the secondary use, the piercing shot, and shoots bolts. Cool. Okay. So yeah, that's the weapons, and yeah, wow, that's pretty awesome. Got a good selection here in this update. Wow. Okay, let's move on to accessories and offhands, which we've got 5 new necklaces, 3 new rings, and 3 new offhands. So let's go through them. This one's the Atlantean worm necklace. So it comes from the Atlantean worm drop. So 1.4 health every second and plus 17% damage against bosses. So this one, yeah, this would be pretty good if you pair it with obviously the sword as well. You'd be getting a lot of damage against bosses. So hopefully they bring some pretty big bosses, like as hard as Omeroth was. Or Igneous or someone like that. Then we've got this conch tower shell necklace. This one comes from a special scene. I'm not sure if it's biome specific. I found my scene where I found this necklace in the ocean, but I don't know. It could be somewhere else, but it's very pretty. It's such a pretty scene, and you obviously do the same thing as you do with other ones where you interact with the scene and you can get the necklace. So plus 188 mining damage is pretty damn good for just one necklace. So yeah, you can take those. Then this one is the glass bead necklace, which it's kind of a double-edged sword. You do plus 75% critical hit damage, which amazing. But then you take 30% damage. So, yeah, it's like a double-edged sword there, basically. Then this is the Wild Water necklace, which can be part of the set, and it really kind of connects you to your pet, so that's really good there. And then we've got the Fang necklace, which level 5, 3% critical hit chance and plus 2 life on melee hits. So yeah, it's a pretty low necklace, so you can use that at the beginning, which would be helpful. Moving on to the rings, we've got the Atlantean worm ring. You guessed it, it came from the Atlantean worm. Wow, so amazing. But it gives you plus 4 life on melee hit and plus 17.2% melee damage. So not too bad, not too bad. You can just chuck it with the other ones and you can get some good melee damage in with that sword. Then the glass bead ring is the same as the necklace. This one you do 30% more damage, but you also take 30% damage. So it's really a choice whether or not you want to get that 30% damage. Like, are you going to survive if you're doing this much damage? Are you going to survive that damage taken as well? So yeah. And then we've also got the Wild Warden ring as well. So 8.4% damage and plus 15%, plus 5.3% damage dealt by your pet. Which, if your pet is level 10 and it's doing plus 5.3% more damage, that's a big thing. Very encouraging towards having a pet. And so a lot of people wanted a pet rock. Well, you got one, except it's an offhand. It's Bob, the pet rock. Don't drop or throw him. He has feelings too. He has a smiley face, and his whole thing is that he's got plus 14% effectiveness of your pet's talent effects. So you could have Bob attached to the hip on your offhand slot, as well as having your pet there. So you could have 2 pets technically if you really wanted to. Then this is what I'm wearing currently, is the Pearl Lantern, and it's plus 5 blue glow. So the lanterns that we have are like a yellow glow, but then this is blue glow, just like the Octarine bag as well. It's also blue glow. And then lastly, we have a nice new shield, which is an iron shield, and it has the offhand uses shield yourself and reduce any incoming damage by 70%. So that's a nice new thing. And yeah, so moving on, we have all the stuff that chests, anvils, and craftables basically that you can get. So from the Atlantean worm, when he dies, when they die, I'm not sure if he, she, they, I'm not sure. Anyways, when they die, they drop this chest, which is a double chest, which looks very nice. And then in one of the scenes, you can get alien chests, which are these ones here. And yes, they do glow. They do have their own nice glow. Then when mining crystal walls, you can get solarite chests, the lock chests. And then with the key, which looks like this, with the solarite key, you can open it, and obviously it looks like this. Then at the Galaxite workbench, you can create this solarite workbench, and then you can create the solarite anvil and the fishing rod, the pickaxe, and also some decorational items, which is Gleamwood wall, Gleamwood floor, which glows, by the way, as I'm using up here and down here, Gleamwood bridge, Gleamwood fence, Gleamwood wood fence gate, and Gleamwood door, which I'll show you in a second, which honestly looks amazing. Thank you, Julian. Then we've got the livestock bench, which includes all that you need for livestock, so the feeding tray, the leash, and the cattle transport box. So glad that's all in there now, instead of just being in the copper workbench as it was before. Next, we have the much anticipated upgrade workstation / workbench. Basically, you put in what you want to upgrade. Let's say we want to do a Galaxite shovel, and then you can see what it's going to do. It's going to give you +1 on the item level, then +6 on the melee damage, and +11 on the digging damage. And then this little button will show you what you need for the materials, which 28 solarite bars, okay, and then 365 ancient coins. If you're a hoarder like me and you keep all your ancient coins, you're going to have great uses for them now. Upgrading your stuff will cost ancient coins, and the higher the level is, the higher amount of ancient coins you will need to upgrade it. So yeah. Then moving on, we have a new bag, which is the belt pocket. You can make that at the copper workbench. And just an FYI, you can make the pearl lantern at the octarine workbench as well. Then we move on to the drills. So we've got the hand drill, and then we've also got the scarlet hand drill, which we went over in the patch notes, but basically you can use this instead of using a pickaxe. However, the durability is less than a pickaxe, so you will have to not upgrade it, but you will have to fix it every now and then. And then our favorite, the laser gun / obliteration ray. But laser gun, and you can use this to mine. You can also use it, well, it is meant to be used as a mining tool, but you can also use it to kill enemies. So yep, we'll show you how this works. And if I place a wall down, immediately down. If we use, let's say, an alien tech wall, yep. And if we do, let's say, a maze wall, so as long as you're pretty close, close enough to do damage, plus 868 mining damage, you're gonna get it down almost immediately. Right there, without needing high mining. So thank you, laser gun. And I'll show you what this looks like. So if we put this here, immediately. There we go. Then down here, we've got the gleamwood plank, which when put through a saw, your gleamwood will turn into a plank, which this is the gleamwood down here. Then the solarite, when smelted, turns into the bar. This is the solarite down here. Then you can make the pickaxe and also the new fishing rod. And then second to last, we've got the crafting crystals, which are in certain areas, but yeah, so jungle emerald, a verdant gemstone really found in lush regions. Its special properties allowed to be used for higher quality crafting. And so yeah, so this one's found in the ocean, this one's found in obviously the Azaeos, and then this one's found in the desert. So I assume it's crystal areas in those different biomes. You can find these crystals here. And then lastly, we've got the wooden spike trap, which you can make at the basic workbench. And it's just a spike trap that you can use before you get access to, like, let's say the tin one, and you can protect your base with it. So that's this side done. So let's go up and go over valuables and figurines. Alrighty, so we've got 10 new valuables and then 4 new figurines. So first one is the offspring capsule. Wonder if they've fixed this. Still looks massive in my hand. Then we've got the homeworld reminiscence. So the replica of a blue glistening planet orbited by what seems to be 3 suns. Is this a model of a solar system? It looks very pretty. If we go over this, it says a glass container containing an embryo suspended in nutritious liquid. It's blue with pointy ears but doesn't seem to be a caveling. Blue with pointy ears but doesn't seem to be a caveling. Okay, what could that be though? Lore. This is a catalyst gemstone. It looks like an ancient gemstone but seems to be extremely dense with energy. Has it been used to grow the shimmering frontier? This is a chemical ration. This box contains a strange synthetic food source that doesn't appear safe for human consumption. Then this one is the Deep Space Log, a thin glass tablet that displays a map of unfamiliar star constellations. Next, we've got the Suspended Butterfly, a fragile butterfly that has been completely corrupted by crystals. The Crystal Bone, all that's left of a creature that had the misfortune to stumble upon the shimmering frontier. Yikes. Then this item is the Agatha Report, a leather-bound book written in unsteady human language. It appears that the author believed to have found the mythological center of the earth before succumbing to illness. Lore? Is that not lore? Lore? Screaming from the rooftops, lore! This is the Sparkle Opal, a magnificent gemstone that glitters in pastel rainbow colors. It does look very pretty. And then last valuable is the Triops fossil, the petrified remains of a species that still exists to this day even after 220 million years. Damn! So here we have the new figurines, and we've also got an update so that some of the figurines will have the white bottom and then some will have the brown bottom, and I think that's based on rarity. So this one is the Nillipede figurine, which is one of the new enemies, a lifelike representation of a lillipede. This one is the Orbital Turret figurine, which looks cool. This one is the Mimite figurine. And then this one is the Atlantean Worm, which we've heard so much about. So that's that section done. So let's move on to decorations in the crystal biome. Alright, don't go near radiation crystals without a radiation suit, because otherwise you'll die. Yeah. So as you can see here, we've got this Gleamwood wall. We've got the Gleamwood door, which looks like that. And that open. And then we've got some Gleamwood floor on the ground, which glows, as you can see from above. Then we've got some sun crystals, a large sun crystal, and these are all destructibles. You can break them and get stuff from them. You've got the sun crystal tree as well. Then you've got some tall crystal grass and then short crystal grass, which aligns with all our other decorations. Then, if this looks familiar, it is because it is a wall display version of the geode, the valuable geode that you can get. So you can get this one, and you can paint it as well. So I've painted it orange. It comes naturally as purple, but you can paint it a different color. Then we've got the deceased explorer here, and you can put items in there. So I put a paintbrush and I put some sunglasses on him to make him look cool. Then we've got the crystal crust here. So this spawns enemies if you have a lot of it. We've got our new critters here as well. Obviously the radiation crystals, which are making this green crackly sound as well. Then we've got the solarite boulder. We've got this, which is a potted lucent oak. So we've got some more potted plants. Then on here we've got some crystal stalagmite that you can put in the ground and it will look cool. And that's it for this section. Oh, and we do have the glass bridge. the Gleamwood Bridge here. That's what this looks like here. And then also the fence as well as the gate. That's what it looks like. So moving on, we have the alien portion of the update. So we can see some high-tech pillars here, which is just like the stalagmites. We've got an alien crystal light. We've got a vent. We've got a crystal tent. We've got to explore again. Got some destructibles, some high-tech alien destructibles. We've got this, which is the singing crystal. We've got another potted plant, which is the potted alien flower, which this description is perfect. Sorry, let me just do that again. It is not an actual flower, but a hologram of one. Is it proof of a dying world where nothing grew anymore? Yikes. Then we've got some alien pillars and also one that's called an obelisk, which is this one, I think. Yes, a tall obelisk, and then we've got a small obelisk over here as well. And then this is a dysfunctional coil, and you can find these in the battle arena. You can find all of these in the battle arena. So this is the alien tech wall, and this is the alien tech floor over here. And if we go this way, this is the crystal water. This is what it looks like here. Oh, and what's this thing down here, you ask? Oh yeah, it's just like a massive cicada slash the failed titan slash the thing that you saw in the trailer. So yeah, this comes in a scene just like all the other cicadas, and it's a rare specimen of a coloss cicada that would have become a titan, but due to becoming corrupted with crystals inside its husk, it died when it finally tried to emerge. It would have been cool. That would have been awesome if this thing was a boss. But it looks cool as a cicada, so we'll take it. We'll take some more lore as well. So yeah, that's everything for decoration side of it. And in the next video, we'll be going over the gameplay side of it. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.